can see the coffee in there. Thank you, coffee, for resisting. Gulp! Take two, because somehow the sickly cycle hum infected my audio. I woke up one morning, and just to wake up, and got on the Facebook, problem number one. I saw this post stating that should Mobile have another festival similar to Bayfest? And I looked at the comments at first. I'm just, okay. People were all like, yeah, we shouldn't do that. However, I'm gonna be that old man, according to my boss, that I'm gonna be like, I remember everything. I remember everything. Reason why Bayfest got removed in the first place. Not to get any appreciation right now, but Bayfest should have never got removed in the first place for obvious reasons. You're probably asking yourself, okay, what was Bayfest? Bayfest was a 3-day weekend event. People from all over the area come enjoy some very large artists. It's basically combining of a lot of different genres of music, from country, jazz, soul, rock, hip hop, everywhere. Any artist were welcome and invited to come, which they had 3 big stages for the big name acts. And then I'm thinking like 4 or 5 smaller stages for local artists or smaller artists that don't have a lot of traction to perform. This was probably from I think it opened up at like 10. So kids 12 and down got in for free. Family event where kids during the day can go out, enjoy some good music, and some fun activities. And then at night, the big name artists will perform for the older generations and all that stuff. And just enjoy and vibe. We had Ludacris to come in, Motley Crue, 3 Days Grace, a lot of big names. With my experience as a kid, it was mainly during the daytime. It ran from 95 to 2015. I was 5 when it came out. It was still some fond memories. Still young. I know I don't want to be there late at night because I wanted to sleep. I couldn't stay past. I ain't gonna lie to you. I couldn't stay past 8 o'clock as a kid. However, it was a fun time event. As a teenager, I think it was like my sophomore, senior year, I went. So this was around like 08, 09. 10s era, early 10s, okay? We got to see a lot of artists. The first 2 times going there with my cousin. I remember we made that into like a whole event. We go watch some of the artists that he knew. I didn't know that well, but I became a fan to them afterwards because they were that good. And then the next day, we would go either to his place, wake up, jam out. It's just very magical moments, I ain't gonna lie. Just waking up, we'll go up to Taco Bell and get the chicken flatbread. It was a thing. It was really inexpensive too, so we was able to do that. That and our aunt worked at a radio station, so we were able to get tickets for the event for free. You probably think giving big names at that time, it'll cause being the triple digits for a 3-day pass. Nah, the highest paid that were paid was $60 for all 3 days. I think it went up to 90 before it ended. It was a really good time. I did go with a couple of friends from high school. We went out, rocked out, saw Papa Roach that year. I forgot who it was, but there was a lot of good names, artists. Why did it get canceled? I remember the year. It was in 2012, y'all. Mainly, it was a combination of long coalitions, music purists, weak local artists, hipsters, and the rise of low quality effort music. That was like my situational awareness of the low effort music quality coming out. Saying that I'm old, I don't know. Thing is that a lot of music just topped over some really good music at that time too. And I remember a lot of Facebook posts back in those days where people were like, yeah, we should really start canceling Bayfest because they don't support local artists, blase. And I'm just like, who is listening? Why is this so loud? I didn't know anything about how they get the local artists. I don't know if they had an audition or anything like that. However, I think what happened was one of these sad hipster local artists are just like, we didn't get in, we got rejected, and we're angry and we wanted to get protesting, go off against it, and let's cancel it. Remember one guy back in college, he was like, yeah, they don't support local, blah, 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 blah. Boy, was he wrong. And in 2015, they announced that, hey, we are ending Bayfest. Terrible, terrible tragedies. Now, this something did get replaced. What's called the 1065, meaning the two intersection that comes in Mobile. It lasts for 2 years. Now, the first year, it did get some traction. They did only have 2 stages. But they were going to make this thing like, it was going to be the hit thing. All of the local artists going to get their own thing. We're going to be able to connect with some of the big names that do come in, blah, blah, blah. And last for sad tragedy. I'm saying 2 years. I think it lasts for 2 years. It could have just been that 1 year. Like, man, this is going to be the new big wave. And I lost all hope of Mobile that day. Sitting, I didn't know the enjoyment of coffee or any other adult beverages. So what could it have been? Because of, hey, we were able to get some of these really dope big names. You could have easily ran into an A&R person or connect with somebody that's in the industry. One of the crew members could probably just help out or chat it up, be friends with them, and get connection in. But no, I wanted to be they wanted to support local artists, but they wanted to cancel it because they didn't get in. I digress. We could have got a lot of good tractions, more big labels to look at Mobile. Granted, two colleagues from college, they able to get some nice traction. One is in the independent route, doing good with his life, and another one is now a songwriter, producing to a lot of dope artists and working on his music as well. Where we could have easily got some more people, because there are some really good musicians out here, really good artists, where they could have gone into the session world or able to get some artist development, A&R, all of this stuff. But we dropped the bag by listening to the weak, to the sad, people who really, but we listen to the low effort quality music. Listening to, hey, we don't need a record label. Hey, we don't need this. We don't need it, but kind of do. We need that balance. You don't need no music theory. But coming down what you think, I could be corrected. But if you don't put no reason why, you just say I'm wrong, though, you misspell something. Even though they could have perfectly spelled it right. But, we live in the world of autocorrect. That's all I have to do. I gotta get more coffee in my system. Edit this video. Also, I did mention a few preview videos that are coming. I just gotta record them and edit them. And I'll see y'all next time.